Ni hao ma. Jumbo. All right, let's get set. I'll mark this as the beginning of the stream. Yeah. Let me kill that. Let me kill that. Let me kill that. I have to keep that. I have to keep that. I have to move this over there. Oh, yeah, we're getting it. Cool. All right, I think that'll be good. That'll be fine. All right, cool. Yeah, let's get on with it. I have to wait, I got to move this over. I can't see the thing. I can't see that other thing. Yeah, all right, almost there, Bubba. I guess that'll be good enough. All right, good morning. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overall goal of planning our trades, because trading is risky and not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. My name is Wayne. I am a currency trader just like you, and I have a love and passion for all things money. Money is the root of good. Yes. Yes, money is the root of good. Yes. So anyways, that's where I come from. I'm a capitalist pig dog. What are you? So let's well, we got a lot going on this week. In particular, tomorrow, Powell starts his 2 days of testimony. Then on Thursday, we have a couple of central bank stuff going on. Right on. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to go into summer and start shooting at rabbits. Lots of key assets are at key prices for which mean reversion is plausible, so we might be in that situation. Cool, so we'll have to look at some charts. So let me know how I can help. There are lots of resources available for you to learn how to become a better investor and trader. There's technical analysis help, there's fundamental analysis help, there's trader psychology help. Not only is help on the way, but people just like you asked for the exact same thing 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and even 20 years ago when I got in this biz. So it's already been done for you. So check it out. If you look at the description below the video, you will see a link to my book. You'll see called Strategic and Tactical Forex Trading. You'll see a link to a free webinar replay, the recording of the webinar, that shows you 3 different ways to radically change the way you trade. Yeah, radically. You got to watch it, I'm telling you. It's a good. There's a link to FX Bootcamp. There's 88 hours of training videos for $88 per year. You can also upgrade that membership to access our live trading group. So for example, for $99 a month, you will be able to access like today's event, for example, a stop, look, and correct session where you get personal feedback on trades that you planned either for the future or ones that have happened in the past. Maybe you had a trade go wrong, you want some feedback. Awesome, dude, seriously. You might want a trustworthy, ethical foreign exchange broker. What do you mean by ethical? How about one that doesn't trade against you? Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, tradersway.com. I've been working with them, I don't know what, 8 years? Okay? And they earned my loyalty and respect. So go check them out. Do your own due diligence. However, I'm pushing you in the right direction. You need to actually check them out. Tradersway.com. Open up a demo, play some practice trades, check out their back office. Isha good, yeah? And by the way, if you're a member of FX Bootcamp, you get all my chart templates included in your $88 a year. Yeah, forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, you get all that. Oh, and you get access to a community too. No, not a Discord server, but anyways. So good to see you. Let's go. I just want to show you that at 6:30 in the morning today, we did our live Quant-in-a-Box daily outlook, Quant-in-a-Box live, future results. That resistance is going to hold. Well, it is a key level of resistance. Oh, so we already did that hours ago. So if you're a member of Quant-in-a-Box, that's there for you now. If you're on YouTube, you can also watch it for free, because I still want you to succeed, but it doesn't get released till 10 a.m. So you might want to check that out as well. Go to youtube.com/@Quant-in-a-Box. If you go to FX Bootcamp's community section, this is where you post today's trade plans, trade busts, and trade ideas. And at 4 o'clock, I'll give you feedback on your posted trade plan. They're great conversations, by the way. I love it. We usually go an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. Just me giving you feedback. Awesome. Also, by the way, y'all, I've uploaded some fundamental challenges for you as members of FX Bootcamp. And again, all members, including video-only members. But the Reserve Bank of Australia median minutes have been posted. So you have 3 days to complete that, and you get your points. You also review the Consumer Price Index that came out not long ago. Make sure you reviewed all that. And what I say here is, consider, let me zoom in. Consider nominal, real, core, and super core numbers in relation to what the Fed policy will or could be in the near future. And the link to the report. Cool, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree. Very cool. So anyways, lots to do this week. Well, let me close that. Let me close all that. Okay. Oh, right on. Cool. You've enjoyed the replays. Well, I hope you can attend live again soon. Yeah, I enjoy them as well. All right, so what do we have here? Well, one thing you can do when you're doing analysis, like I guess I can clean some of this up. You can see the down, which we planned out, which was great, and then the resumption of up because it hit support, which was also great. So we planned all that beautifully. But ask yourself, could you trade a 5-8 cross, or could you trade a 5? This is a leading, how do you say it? This is a 0 lag 21. And just recognize like maybe what price does when it goes through this, or how maybe a 5-0 lag 21 can lead to entries. What you might look at is for the Japanese stock market, price is clearly below that 0 lag 21. And that does give you permission to be a bear. We did talk about it probably 2 days ago, but it hadn't happened yet. I think yesterday we set this up as a head and shoulders, if not on the, not here, but well, I kind of have it here, but somewhere else. I think what I was doing here on this particular one is if it's going to continue up, it has to do that. Well, now this is much more likely, huh? But I just want you to notice when I'm not around, I wish I was special. Sorry, whoa, was that a Radiohead trip? Sorry. I want you to notice that technically things have changed. And currently the target is down here at 32. 32K, Bubba. So down to there. So interesting, you have permission to engage if you're a bear, and we haven't had that permission in quite some time. Is it happening over here on the S&P 500? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see? If it was going to happen, it would happen at this price. Oh, God. So what's next? Well, if you're a buyer, you're going to try to buy this and take it north. If you are a seller, you're going to want to envision some sort of reversal, huh? There's lots of ways to skin this rabbit. Okay? What do you stink? Smell like a plan? Anger, misery. All right, cool, right? Yeah, that could be a risk off. We don't know, but that's a buy. It's a dip. So if you're a buyer, get ready, son. Cool. What's going on here? Projected high for the time period, aka the month. And I don't know, when are you going to call that as being bearish, huh? Huh? Okay. What else is going on? Dow. Oh, dilly Dow. Okay. This is the projected high for the month. When are you going to call that as being bearish? Okay. The daily 21, okay, is way, 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 way down here. So maybe they meet up somewhere there. Okay, also we know that that's a top. Let me back out so you can see it. I've already identified this a couple of times, and so is it or ain't resistance? You got to make decisions, Bubba. Okay. You can see the weekly swing is actually this trade, right? So you could add, for example, that zero lag back custom. By the way, I give you this zero lag moving average for free as you're included in your membership at FX Bootcamp. Okay, so they're about the same now. Okay, but you want to keep an eye on that as it'll help you predict where it'll be in the future. It's about the same right now, Coolio. Cool, man. That's cool beans. So once again, even on a 4-hour, permission to engage. Could be a key day. All right, let's go and look at commodities. Just another look at that S&P 500. If it's going to go up, it kind of has to do it today. You might be a bull, but you're a vulnerable. So bulls are going to think this, and as I already mentioned, bears are planning that. Remember, bears don't sell low. Okay? So you can't sell at this price, so you got to pick, is it going to be this price? Is it going to be that price? The only way you can sell at this price is if it's already busted, and then you sell the pullback. Either way, you sell after green candles, not after red candles. So that might bring some risk off. That would bring gold down. Okay? So if you're thinking gold is going to go down today, why don't you go, you can go to, what should I add here? I guess bias pivots might be the way to go. So you want to say, where's the day trade? And you're a bear in that case, so where's the day trade set up? Oh, funny, I thought I'd change that. Anger, misery. Oh, it went to 12, I see. So you can see the lack of trend. Today's sell zone and tomorrow's sell zone is exactly the same. So that's cool. So what it's saying is maybe in the next 24 hours, we get movement this direction. And of course, if you believe this huge rally we've had for 5 weeks in the stock market is basically over, then you would try to, even though you really should be, this isn't, it's not at the top of the range, I guess is what I'm saying. But one way that you can handle this is saying, well, if you believe that the stock markets have topped out and that we could have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 weeks of not up, then, these trades here could last a while, could last that same period. We might be on our way to 1800. If you don't speak the English, we might be on our way to 1800. Yeah. Neat. All right, let's take a look at my WTI, and we are on the 4-hour 200 EMA, which is fair market value. So will it go up or will it go down? Well, it's not going up nor down. I've identified this is the top of the range. This is the bottom of the range. And we are currently in the middle of the range. And the EMAs say this market's neutral. So which one is it going to do? Well, how would I know? Well, so we got to watch if, let's say, if supply is okay, then down means a collapse in global GDP. How many people here are collecting GDP forecasts by all the different central banks and from organizations like the IMF, World Bank, OPEC, and others? Is anyone looking at GDP expectations for 2024 and then organizing them? Ashish is very cool. Yeah, cool. Would you like me to do it for you? Yeah, on an Excel spreadsheet. Would you like me to do it for you? Oh, well, okay, I'll consider that. Hint, 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 nudge, nudge, nudge. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if Quant-in-a-Box could do that for you?
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, nudge.
You know what I mean? Yeah, well, okay. Well, let me consider that. Let me see what I can do for you. Okay, well, here we are. Here we are. Okay, so our buying price is way down here. Yeah. We started June right on the number, right on the line. Well, I suppose you could have argued a little less, but I'd say 2 is the obvious, right? 2. Okay. And a long time ago, July of last year, I believe, I mean, it was a long time ago. We discussed eventually, okay, well, there's two parts of this. We discussed nat gas prices coming down because of a fire at Freeport. Fire! 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 Which I believe the Russians did, but I can't prove that. All right, so there was fire. And because this fire had to do with a facility that takes natural gas and compresses it so that you can put it on a ship and transport it to the other side of the world. Because natural gas is very much a local commodity. Oh, how did I predict the probability of direction in storms? I'll do that next. Remind me, Andrew. So anyway, so if you can't compress the natural gas, you can't transport it to Europe or anywhere else for that matter. So 20% a month of the normal flow of natural gas sales couldn't happen. So every month, if you can't sell it, what happens? Well, you look at supply. And imagine 1 month you have this much, and then you can't sell 20% of it, so now you got this much based on the normal production level, but low sales. And then the third month you have a little more, and the fourth month you have even a little more, because that 20% you can't sell just keeps building up in inventory. And that happened for almost a year. So supply got bigger and bigger in the United States, therefore nat gas prices came down. Sweet. Well, we discussed this way back in July of last year. I guess we were here, right? Now, the next part was, when would this facility reopen? Whoa, good question. Yeah. When could we start selling this stuff to draw down these inventories? And also at what price? Well, price went from 10 to 2. Could you argue that price could go from 2 back to 10? Well, it depends on what it's selling for in Europe. Well, what if they were paying 20? Could you sell it to them for 10? Shoot, 15 is a good deal. 12 is a steal. 10 is practically charity. Only a 500% increase? Okay. So anyway, so the next part of this trade, this arbitrage trade that I talked about a year ago, is back to here. Oh, I don't know, by winter, what do you stink? So that's when we were back at 2. Okay. So let's go back to a smaller time frame. Okay. And now we're at 2, more than 2.5. We're at 2. So we're up 25% for the month. How does that smell? What do you think about that? Huh? Buy it at 2, go for 12? You're like, Wayne, that's amazing. I'm like, why have you not completed the oil trading course at FX Bootcamp? It's all in the course. I pulled up the old website, by the way. It was kind of cool when I did it live. I think it was interesting. It was a neat course. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Do you remember this website? This was cool. Look at that cool image, huh? Isn't that awesome? Such a great image. Just love it. Intro to the oil industry. The oil industry from 1850 to today. The geology of oil and gas. Upstream, how to drill for oil, how to drill to oil. Unconventional oil, fracking and tar sands. Midstream, learn how to refine oil. Bonus, refinery education video by Shell. Downstream, learn how to sell gasoline. Legal and compliance issues, supply side analysis and seasonality. Who sets oil prices and gasoline prices? Oh my God, what a course. That, and each one of these is, I would guess, at least an hour. Okay, so anyways, that's all included in your membership now at FX Bootcamp. You should do it, because then you would already understand a lot of these concepts, like the intramarket arbitrage setup that I just described. People that took this course knew that a year ago. And many of them are in this trade. Cool, or so they tell me. All right, yeah, next question we had about weather. All right, let me get it. Almost there. And then let me see if I can find a picture. Yeah, cool. All right. So I want to show you this image was 2005? I think. 2006? Trying to pull up the actual image. Let's do it again. Small image. Okay, but here's what I want to point out. What do you see in the background? Oh, what's he doing? Shut the back door. Yeah, I'm trading against projected hurricanes. This is the year I got crushed by taxes, by the way. Because in this case, I was trading things like frozen concentrated orange juice futures. And depending on the path of the storm, instead of trading frozen concentrated orange juice futures, I would be trading oil futures. How many people here would like to know more details of that process? Frank? No? Nobody else? Oh, Andrew says, yeah. Anybody? Should I cover it, or do you want me to just simply you know, I can do something else. Yeah, money making machine. All right, come on. I want to see some people. Yeah, say it. See, YouTube tracks how many people actually chat. Come on, everybody say yes. Why can't we get 50 yeses? Huh? Kick down, come clean. Don't be a holdout machine. Wow, there's some pretty cool old pictures here. I'm still on Google. Look, finding old pictures of myself. It's weird, man. It's weird. Like some of these are weird. Look at my. That's cool, right? Did you see this? This is funny. This is actually at the Forex, the FXC. Was it FXCM? I guess it was. The FXCM Traders Expo. They were competing with the Forex Trading Expo. They held their own for a couple of times. And this is when Boris and Kathy used to work for them. And I said, hey, can I do a paid event? And they're like, yeah, well, Boris and Kathy, who work for FXCM, they're doing a paid event. I'm like, oh, okay. What time are they doing it? And they're like, 9 o'clock or something. Like, 9 o'clock? They're like, yeah, so, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll do mine at 6:30 in the morning. And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it at 6:30 in the morning. I'm going to charge like $300 a seat, and it'll start at 6:30 in the morning. We'll be done with the room by 9, and you can give it to Boris and Kathy. And they're like, A, nobody's going to pay $300. And then B, there's absolutely no way people are going to show up at 6:30 in the morning in Las Vegas. I remember it was a Friday morning. I'm like, really? Well, then I'll take the risk. And I had more people than they did. And anyways, it was kind of cool. I had to buy my own projectors, and then I donated them to charity. Cool. Anyways, look at some of these old things. Weird. All right, so you guys want to do some analysis of weather. Okay, I was just looking at all these old things. There's Off the Charts by Wayne McDonald. I got to get those going again. Yes. The Time Machine, huh? Young and beautiful. Mm-hmm. All right, so going back to this, let's go to Noah. You ought to Noah. No, where did it go? I had it up and now it's gone. What did I do? Where's the Noah? No. I guess I'll have to bring it up again. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Sorry. You ought to know how I feel. This might not be the actual one that I need. They've updated the website a lot recently. And no, it's not NOAA. That's right. National Hurricane Center. There we go. Sorry. Part of NOAA, but a different division. There we go. Okay. So this is what I do, and quite literally, it's the same stuff from 15 years ago. How funny, huh? All right. So Brett's on its way. Okay. No, you can trade nat gas. You just have to have a futures account. Okay, so there are plenty of future brokers in the United States. All right, so here's how I look at this. Okay? By the way, yeah, I hope you click the thumbs up button as well. Half of you haven't even done that. Okay, so anyways, let's start here. I'm giving you my secrets, guys, for free on YouTube. All right. So I draw a line like this. Okay? This is how I look at the world. And just so you know, hurricanes form over here in Africa. Let's do it here, okay? Hurricanes form in Africa, and then it goes this way, and then, South America's in the way, so it pushes it this way. Okay? And then it's going to hits the Caribbean. Well, it doesn't really want to go over the Caribbean. It wants to, right? Because land is obviously a friction, and air and water want to find the path of least resistance. So it's typically goes this way, and then it hits this land, and then dies, okay? Or it goes this way, hits land or goes back out to sea. And you get this natural flow of, obviously being out at sea is the path of least resistance for the storm. So as it hits land, it either dies or goes back out to sea because it wants to grow again. They're kind of like alive almost. So, right? Also, if you spend a lot of time in these waters, okay, it's very shallow and very warm, and it picks up energy. And out here, it's very deep and very cold. Okay, and it loves the warm water. So it'll die out here. Okay, it'll die over land. So it's going to avoid land at all cost. Okay, so what we're trying to figure out is this trajectory. It forms over in Africa, goes out to sea, and as it gets closer and closer to the Caribbean, it hits shallower and warmer water. It gains steam, and here's what the wane do. Okay? Once it runs into the Caribbean, by the way, can you label this? Hey, Trinidad. Hey, Nevis. Anyways, what's happened? What do I do? Okay. Buy oil. Dude, I'm giving this away for free. Because there's a good chance it goes into the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, and in this region from here to about here, there are thousands of rigs. And then, of course, in this region here, there are thousands more rigs. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of rigs. So if a hurricane comes in and takes out, right, oil platforms at sea, or interrupts production and supply chain on land, like just think of it. The storm is big enough where all these guys shut down their at-sea oil drilling platforms, mothball it, send all their crew to land for safety, wait for the storm to hit, and if there's no damage, no problem. They take helicopters back and they're up and running in a few days. If there is damage, maybe they're offline for a few weeks. Production is threatened. Supply falls, prices go up. Now, you don't wait for it to happen. You wait for some idiot who stands on a beach right here holding a microphone, and he's like, "Hey, my name is Wade McDonald. I'm with CNN. This is Hurricane Brett is going to be worse than any hurricane that's ever hit this. It's going to be the worst ever." And, I'm standing in 2 inches of water. "I'm practically drowning. There's a storm surge." Right? There's 2 inches of water. You're like, "Dude, I think he's sitting down." "It's practically up to my waist." You're like, "Dude, you're sitting on the beach." But the thing is, by the time it hits TV, prices go up. So you're not praying for it to hit. You're praying for a bunch of idiot reporters standing on the beach, hyping everything up, making it sound like it's scary. All you need is CNN to make it sound scary. Okay? Yeah, is that right? Made us seen that a lot. Like you're walking down the street, right? Isn't there one where there's some guy and he's like, "There's flooding and wind and it's out of control. This is the worst we've seen." And all of a sudden, like a young woman with pushing her baby carriage goes through the camera shot. But anyway, so you don't need the disaster, you need the threat of disaster. So by the time it starts hitting TV, and they're like, "Dude, Brett is forming into what could be the worst hurricane." Because it's good for TV, it's always the worst hurricane. So as soon as there's a threat, oil prices are probably going to go up. But you were in it 10 days before it hit TV. You just want it on TV. If you get it on TV, you're going to get paid. Now, trajectory number 2. Okay? It forms and does this. Okay? Oh, it's going to hit land. It might hit East Florida, West Florida. Maybe it's going to hit Georgia. Maybe it's going to come in and just cross over and go into Louisiana. Oh, it's going to hit. So you buy frozen concentrated orange juice, or maybe you buy Home Depot. Or Lowe's. Why? Well, by the time this hits news and they're talking about maybe evacuating, people that have houses on the beach, they go to Home Depot and Lowe's and they buy plywood. No, it's going to go north, Maida. See? It's going to hit North Carolina or South Carolina. Nobody cares. Sorry, everybody in South Carolina. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Okay? So this is what you could be doing. This could be your full-time gig, which is only half the year, so it's a great full-time gig. Okay? And to bring this image back, whiskey in the bottle. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay? Like, you see? Let's get this. Where did it go? Boo, 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 boo. Oh, come on. It's hard when you're zoomed in, huh? No, it's not hard. It's difficult. Okay, it's difficult. All right, maybe this will work better. Okay, you can see it's the same. Okay, so now you can go down here, by the way, and you get wind speed probabilities. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay. See? Coming in low. Ist gut, ja? Huh? Coming in low. WWWD. What would Wayne do? Really, half of you still have not clicked the thumbs up button. That's too big of an ask. Okay. Well, okay. Well, then I'll just save all this good stuff for FX boot campers then. Nobody cares. Well, fine then. Yeah. Big fella says, love the hair. Yeah, which one? Which hair? All right. Whiskey in the bottle. Looks like a different guy. Don't say that. You're supposed to say, dude, you haven't changed a bit. Yeah, somebody actually said, he's like, somebody said something like that to me the other day, like, oh my God, you haven't changed a bit. I'm like, so, right? They're like, someone I hadn't seen in a long time, like, dude, you haven't changed a bit except your hair's gay. Or no, sorry, I mixed up my joke. Except your hair's gray. And I said, yeah, and I turned gay. And they're like, what? I'm like, no, I'm joking. They're like, dude, you haven't changed a bit. I like, man, no. You do? No. But you can't tell jokes like that because what if the other guy is like into it? And you're like, oh, wait, dude, I'm joking. And now he feels bad, right? So anyways. Yeah, I'm the same dude. I mean, look, isn't it just ridiculous thinking about it though, right? Like this image is 15 years old, maybe older. And you're just finding out now? That, right? That you can trade this way? Yeah. Thank you. Still handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So, anywho, more things are at target, like pesos on target and respecting target. If it's going to stay bearish, it has to really giddy up to the downside kind of now. If it goes up to the next one, which is about 17, 19, the problem is then it predicts a double bottom. Big fella. Traders, yeah. Traders gray. That's pretty funny. All right. So anywho. Gonna look at cryptos. There's worry in the crypto world that SEC is coming after everybody. They're declaring pretty much everything is a security, and that the securities were not registered and sold properly. And of course, the whole cryptocurrency industry is like, dude, Mr. Gensler, can I just call you Gary? Gary, we've been asking for guidance for 5 years from the SEC. We've declared, now imagine, was it CoinDesk? Which one do I use? What do you call it? No, is it CoinDesk? It's, how come I'm brain farting on this one? Yeah, Pete's like, more than that. What do I use? Coinbase, sorry. Coinbase has been sort of on the forefront in the United States of wanting to be regulated. And so now they're being sued by the SEC for not issuing or for selling unregistered securities. Meanwhile, they've been working with the SEC forever because they're like, yeah, we kind of think you're going to come back on us and tell us it's a security, but right now you have no guidance, none. We don't even if we wanted to declare, let's say, Litecoin, Solana, okay? If we wanted to declare these as securities and we wish to register with them with you, the SEC, you don't even have a process for it. Therefore, we don't know how we would even do it. So we're just going to hang with you and wait, but we're going to do it, and you're going to know we're going to do it, and we're just waiting for your guidance, and then we will do based on what you say. Well, that judgment's come down with lawsuits, and they're like, yeah, hey, well, thanks for hanging with us, and thanks for asking us 450 times. We're really sorry we didn't have a process or any guidance, but now that you've done it, we're going to sue you. So anyways, that's happening right now, and nobody knows to what extent, like which crypto asset is vulnerable. Okay? And you get moves like this right now. Oops. We're at 38 and boom, now we're at 25 and plausibly falling. Okay. Okay. So anyways, that's what's going on in the world of crypto. Whiskey in a bottle. Boom. Okay, respecting the pivots though, huh? So if you're wondering, yeah, there's huge volatility here. Okay, S3. Remember, we were just talking about the S&P 500 at R3, and I'm like, it's very rare for an asset to be that far out of position, but when it happens, it's important. And there's a great example of S3. And then here's a great example of hitting target and stopping. Here's a great example of hitting target and stopping. And there's another, in of itself, the fact that this, in this period, has only happened that one time shows you it's not very common. Okay? Here's an R3. Okay? Here's a target hit and stop. Here's a, right? There's an S3. Okay. Target, hit, stop. Target, hit, stop. And this is Litecoin. You're like, dude, I've never even looked at Litecoin. Okay. Well, how many times are we out of position and stop? Well, check this out, guys. Let me redo this. S3. Okay. Target, stop. S3. Okay, target, stop. S3. Target, stop. Target, stop. I think we missed an R3. Oh, this is the R3. Okay, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you know how to handle it. Cool. On Litecoin, well, the math, remember these pivot points are based on math. Mathy. It's mathy stuff. And math is math. Cool. So did you learn anything today about R3 and S3? Trying to show you that on a lot of asset classes, we're at key levels of reversal. Okay. Dollar strong. Oh, did I draw that for you? Guess so. You're welcome, by the way. When did I draw that?
Last night.
So if you're in the day trading group, thumbs up. Okay, we've already done 50%, 1618. It's actually 618 to 1618. That's an interesting move. Take a look at our pig. Harvester of sorrow. Through the 21, next target on the pig is way down here. Kiwi. Okay. That's also on a 4-hour. We've already breached the 4-hour 21, the 4-hour 55, the 4-hour 200. So based on standard deviation analysis and regression analysis, the next target is probably 60. So you got 150 more to go, min. Okay. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. I've spent hours and hours and hours and hours in front of my charts already. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and I got to go spend some time taking care of my kids a little bit in the AM. Then I got lots of stuff to do. I got to then get back and check the markets. Then I have meetings with developers so I can develop tools and resources to support your success. I have, in some cases, amazing things happening in the background that are going to be released very soon. Some of it is long-term BHAG goals, big, hairy, audacious goals, using AI. Some of it is, just time and money invested to provide you more. So thank you for being part of this community. There's really good, exciting things happening. The future is bright, so bright you gotta wear shades. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can. Yeah. So anyways, future's bright. It's going to be an interesting summer. Can't wait to see how the Fed pulls the rabbit out of the hat. And because of that unknown, that's a known unknown, that creates inefficiency in a market, and that gives us our opportunity to make money. So, without further ado, I will say goodbye by saying peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average, and I'll see you on the flip side. Oh yeah, remember, join FX Bootcamp, then upgrade your account to swing trading minimum. And if so, I will see you at 4 p.m. and you can upload a trading idea, a trade plan, maybe a trade that's failed. We can talk about it and analyze your process, your trade planning process, and I can give you personal feedback. And by the way, it's exciting to watch as well as to participate. So anyways, I hope you do it. Let me help you. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you.